All right, in 8.3, we are going to simplify cube roots. So pretty much the exact same thing we did with square roots, except now we're looking at cube roots. So instead of looking for perfect squares, we need to find perfect cubes. So same thing, we're going to simplify those without variables. Now, cube roots may be a little bit harder for you. I think we are all a little bit more familiar with the perfect squares than we are with the perfect cubes. So again, we're just going to review what those are. So 1 to the third power is 1. 2 to the third power is 8. 3 to the third power is 27. 4 to the third power is 64. 5 to the third power is 125. And I'm guessing those look fairly familiar to you, especially after our work with exponents and logs. However, 6 through 10 might be a little bit more challenging for you to remember. So again, I would have these somewhere where you can reference them as you're doing these problems. So 6 to the third power is 216. 7 to the third power is 343. 8 to the third power is 512. 9 to the third power is 729. And 10 to the third power is 1000. I would say, too, to ease your mind a little bit, we will definitely be using this first column more, 1 through 5, than we will with 6 through 10, just because those numbers get pretty big pretty fast. But it's still a good idea to know all of these perfect cubes of the numbers 1 through 10. All right, so let's look at these. Again, we're going to kind of do the same thing, but now we're looking at perfect cubes. So I have the cube root of 54. So I'm thinking about what of those numbers we just looked at goes into 54. The answer is 27, because it's 27 times 2. So really, I'm thinking the cube root of 27 times the cube root of 2. The cube root of 27 is 3. So that is 3 cube root 2 as my final answer simplified. Okay, 48. Now, again, some of you might be saying, oh, 48, that's 16 times 3. Well, again, we're looking at perfect cubes now. So 16 doesn't help us the way that it did when we did perfect squares. So now I need to be thinking perfect cubes. Okay, that's 8 and 6. So what's the cube root of 8 and the cube root of 6? Well, the cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of 6, then I just leave. So I have 2 cube root of 6. 250 would be 125 times 2. So that's the cube root of 125 times the cube root of 2. The cube root of 125 is 5. So I have 5 cube root 2. We'll do a few more together. 72 is 8 times 9. So cube root of 8 times the cube root of 3. Again, don't get confused because we're not looking at perfect squares. So I don't want to see you taking that 9 out and replacing it with the 3 because, again, this is a cube root. So it has to be something times itself 3 times. So the cube root of 8 is 2. And then the cube root of 9 stays there. Okay, 135. Again, they might not jump out at you in the same way that the squares did. So this is where a calculator comes into play. 1 doesn't really help us. 135 is not divisible by 8, so we keep going. 27, okay, yes, it is. So that is 27 times 5. But I'm really looking at the cube roots of both of those. So cube root of 27 is 3 times the cube root of 5. 432, okay, same thing. I don't know this off the top of my head. I try 1. Well, 1 doesn't do anything for us. I try 8. It doesn't, it's not going to do it for me. I try 27, not going to do it for me. I keep going all the way. Oh, I get to 216, which we said is one of those numbers. You might not know it as well off the top of your head. That's where a calculator comes into play. 216 times 2. The cube root of 216 is 6. So I get 6 times the cube root of 2. Okay, and there are more examples in this packet if you want to give them a try. But for this video, that's all we're going to do. So that is simplifying cube roots.